Welcome in, everybody, to the NBA Front Office Show. I am your host, Ron Gutterman, and today we are going to be discussing Anfernee Simons. Simons is in the midst of a breakout season in Portland and entering restricted free agency this offseason. Hear what he had to say about his future with the Portland Trail Blazers. Quote, "I 100% want to stay in Portland, and I think everybody wants me to stay as well. I think it's a perfect fit for me." Certainly sounds good from the 24th pick in the 2018 NBA draft. Simons is only 22 years of age and again is in the midst of a breakout season. He's averaging 17 points and 4 assists on incredible shooting splits, 45% from the field, 40% from three, and nearly 90% from the free throw line. He is entering restricted free agency this offseason, like I said, and he will almost 100% be extended the qualifying offer from the Portland Trail Blazers. It's worth approximately $5.8 million, but this is simply to trigger that restricted free agency. The plan is to pay him a whole lot more than that. He will have interest league-wide, I'm sure, but almost 100% he will be staying in Portland. They will match almost any offer he gets, and that's because at this year's trade deadline, they chose to build around him and Damian Lillard as their backcourt of the future. They traded away CJ McCollum, Norman Powell, and Robert Covington for a mix of draft capital, young players, and financial flexibility. That's the important part. The Portland Trail Blazers project to have somewhere between $19 and $45 million in cap space this offseason. Now, that's, of course, before signing Simons to a lucrative deal. So once they sign him, they should have some flexibility to build a real team around Dame and Simons. This is going to be their backcourt of the future. Now, speaking of CJ McCollum, who was traded over to the New Orleans Pelicans at the trade deadline, to open up that backcourt room for Simons, CJ has an update on the Zion Williamson saga. As we know, earlier this week, Zion Williamson was called a detached teammate by former teammate JJ Redick. There were rumors that he had not spoken to CJ McCollum at all. And here's what CJ had to say about the whole situation. He said, quote, "Leave the young fella alone. He's trying to rehab in peace, trying to get himself ready to come back. We spoke, and I'll speak to him later this week or next and just catch up with him." Now, this sounds good. CJ is a leader. He's going to say the right thing most of the time. But this does sound like it's a positive thing for the New Orleans Pelicans. They are building around CJ and Zion, at least for this season and probably into next season. They need these two to be on the same page. Now, hopefully that means this drama has been squashed and they will move on and we'll get to see what that duo can do. But of course, it's unlikely that this is the last time we hear from Zion and his issues in New Orleans. This has been an ongoing issue throughout his tenure since being drafted a few years ago. And it's not just going to go away because of one CJ quote. But of course, this is a positive thing. We want Zion to be successful in New Orleans. There is this hope that, maybe he gets to the New York Knicks or one of these big market teams. But seeing Zion succeed in a place like New Orleans would be a lot like seeing Ja Morant having his success in Memphis. It would be good for the league. So, of course, we hope that this drama is squashed, but I doubt that this is the last time we're hearing about that. So between this and between Anfernee Simons, a lot going on with the youth of today's NBA. So again, Anfernee Simons, let's see what type of extension he gets this summer, but it's clear that he is ready to park in Portland long term. Based on their actions at the deadline, they are ready to have him there long term, and Simons and Dame appears to be the duo of the future in Portland, whereas we hope that CJ and Zion will be the duo of the future in New Orleans. So a lot of good stuff going on around the NBA. I want to thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the NBA Front Office Show here on YouTube. You can find me on Lakers Nation, the YouTube channel over there. Subscribe there. Once again, thank you for watching. Have a great day.